The new DC show that's in production. Jay, with all these cool characters, all these awesome things, in the DC universe, you wonder what could be next, what could happen next. And certainly I think the reaction to Superman, although it's being touted as a success by so many people that are probably being paid to in terms of influencers, and a lot of people in the media that were initially pushing it as some grand success, the truth is a little bit different when you look at the money they spent on it. And then, of course, when you look at the quarterly 3 earnings, which Superman came out for Warner Brothers, they say it was so strong for us, yet they still lost money in that quarter because Superman was not theatrically profitable, despite what anyone desperately tries to run with. But we have something else to look forward to now, Jay. A new show that everyone was asking for, the Jimmy Olsen Show. DC Studios taps American Vandal creators for Jimmy Olsen TV spinoff. We might get it. We're gonna have a Jimmy Olsen show, Jay. And you know what? I think Jimmy Olsen's a cool character. I'm glad he was involved in this Superman movie. However, I don't know if the way he was utilized, if I want to see any fucking more of that. This dude is supposed to be Clark Kent's best friend. I don't know how that gets shown at all in this show or in this movie in any way, shape, or form. They basically just used him for a typical James Gunn-ish, ridiculous fucking comedy storyline when it came to who he'd been dating and all this, how it was used to take down Lex. It was just a big fucking joke. I don't know if I want to watch an entire series of this. I'm just being honest.
You think it'll be like how he wooed Miss Tessmacher? Like, you think that's how it'll be? Maybe Jimmy Olsen's a strapping young single male that woos all the women, that gets the hot story. Maybe that's what they'll do. We'll make him a womanizer, and James Gunn will come out and say, if you don't watch this show, you're not going to understand anything moving forward in the DC universe.
Here's the crazy part is I don't care about Ford Blue Cruise. Fuck you. Here's the thing. This show, right? A show that has Jimmy Olsen as the focus, but he's going out and he's doing some investigating and he's seeing all these different crimes that are happening and these superheroes, these metahumans, whatever, like getting into shit. And he's like trying to uncover some kind of story. That in principle could actually be a really fucking cool idea. And a cool idea to introduce a lot of different characters to the DC universe and all that stuff. After what we saw with Jimmy Olsen and Superman, I'd have no fucking interest in it.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't.
I don't either. I don't see how does this move the needle? How are we interested? Might make an interesting comic book series, maybe for like the serious fans, but to spend a lot of money to get a Jimmy Olsen TV spinoff series, I don't know, man. What if the spinoff series is so good that more people are interested in Jimmy Olsen than they are with Superman or Lex Luthor? Maybe they'll rewrite the entire story that he uncovers the dark secrets of Lex Luthor and everything. And the whole key to everything is locked into good old Jimmy Olsen. I don't know.
I mean, look, it wouldn't take much for me to be more interested in other characters than in Superman.
It's true. Yeah, I don't know what the dream is behind it. Like, I don't know what the vision is, like why they would go this route of everything. You would think they would like take an easier route and maybe do like a Hawk Girl or something like that, like to make a little spinoff series. She just goes on a couple missions, fights some crime,
kills some world leaders.
Keep it simple, scream a little bit in their ears. Maybe Hawk Girl can meet up with Hawk Tua Girl and make it special.
I mean, that would be an interesting one, honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I didn't see a single person chanting or screaming or raving that they wanted to know more about Jimmy Olsen.
Well, look, you did have the same people that were so desperately coping about everything involving this movie that thought, oh my God, the Jimmy and Eve story, it's so funny. She has fucked up feet. It's so funny. Jimmy Olsen, he's such a player. It was so funny to see. I was like, my God. I want all these motherfuckers. I can't actually say on stream what I want to happen to all these motherfuckers who are acting like that. So I will refrain. I will refrain. But yeah, I don't know, man. Superman's probably going to have to show up to get people actually interested and invested in this at some point. And also, this motherfucker, this is one of the problems I had with the movie. We saw so little of Superman and Lois, Clark and Lois. We saw so little of Jimmy Olsen and Clark. And I really wish we could have focused on some of those things more. Like Clark and Lois had 2 conversations. 2. The one in the beginning when they were doing the fake interview thing. The second one when the city's getting fucking destroyed behind him and he's having this talk about crypto and Lex and all that. And that's it. Because then when she and Mr. Terrific go to save Superman and get him out of the prison, he passes out and she leaves before he recovers. That could have been a very interesting conversation, and like how she saw everything in a new light after being to his parents' house and like really respected him. Like that could have been a very interesting conversation, but it said she's got to go save everything herself as well. Then they fucking kiss at the end. We had so little Lois and Clark when all we heard about was the chemistry between them. There's nothing in the fucking movie. And then Jimmy Olsen, there's really no interaction between him and Clark at all. I don't fucking know, dude. I hate this.
I don't know what they're thinking.